Hey, my name is Kristi and I just wanted to share my experience of Prime with you. I am now entering into my 7th week of Prime and I feel phenomenal. So a little history on me. I am a group fitness instructor, personal trainer. I love health, anything. I dig nutrition, and Prime was just so perfect for me because I can overdo things and I can get too detailed and I get caught up in the details, and yet I'm not getting the results. So this is what Prime has done for me. Is number one, I have gotten so many amazing results in my core. So I've lost weight a lot of times in my core, but it was more water weight and my skin didn't tighten up, and I still felt like when I would eat something I would still get bloated. But it seems every time I eat a meal in Prime, I feel tighter in my core, and it feels like my waistline is just going in, which feels so good for a woman. It feels so good for me. And that was my number one goal going into Prime, was I just want something that will make my stomach really tighten up, yet I don't want to be starving. So that leads me to the second thing that Prime has accomplished for me, and it's that I'm not hungry. So I've been hungry since I was a baby, and I love food, and I always think about food. And for the first time, I'm now 36, all in just a couple days I'll be 37, I am not thinking about food, which is massive for me. That's huge. So it kind of freaked me out at first, but now I'm like, oh my goodness, like I was so tied down to food, yet my metabolism is working. I always had this attachment that if you aren't hungry, then maybe your metabolism isn't working. And that is clearly not the case on Prime. I'm eating, I feel so satisfied. It's mind-blowing. And yet my metabolism is working, and it's working differently. And so that's what's been cool, is because I hear a lot of women after the age of 30, that the 30s, the 40s, the 50s, it gets harder and harder. And I feel like I'm switching like my metabolism, and I'm putting food in my body that hasn't, like I haven't eaten like this before, and it feels so good. And so my body loves it because it's new, it's different, and it's healthy. And it's not skimming on calories. It's not skimming on anything. So that was the second one, is I'm not as hungry, which is like such a blessing to me. The third one is I am now out of my hamster wheel. So I've always been in a hamster wheel, and I was always very aware of it, and I tried to be mature about it and cool about it, that I would start something, I do really good, in about 3 weeks I would question it, and then I would maybe change something, and it seemed as if I was changing too often, so then I wasn't getting the consistent results. Prime has totally balanced me when it comes to my working out. Like, I have overworked my body. I've underworked my body. I've been frustrated. I've been confused. And the workouts in Prime are so awesome. They're so basic. They're simple, yet they kick ass. They're hard, but they're not super long in length. They're just doable. They're so doable for a mom, or if you work full time. So it just fits my schedule so well, and then I'm not as sore after, which is so great, because some people like to be sore, but I recognize when I'm sore, then I don't work out as much. So I definitely feel like I'm getting the work, and I definitely can see new muscles popping out, which is really cool. But I'm not to the point where I feel like I can't sit down in my chair or go down the stairs, which is great. So those are the 3 things that Prime has done for me. Is it's really slimmed down my waistline, which is so exciting for me because it's something I've constantly been working on. And this is, I just know it's working, and in the compound effect, it'll just keep getting better. And then the second one is that I'm not hungry. Like, that's a blessing. I'm not hungry, but my metabolism is working. And then the third one is I'm out of my hamster wheel, and I'm consistent with this. I don't want to go anywhere. This is working. It's not hard. It's super easy. It's simple. So I don't have these urges to try something else. I only had that urge if I felt like I wasn't getting results, or stress would come up and maybe I would alter off the program. This is so easy, and you're not hungry, and the workouts rock, that puts your mind on this track that you just want to keep moving forward. And I can't wait for the next day to come, because every morning I wake up, it's like this new body. Even my skin's getting better, my mood is getting better, my energy levels are more sustained, and things are just getting better. So to know that I'm not going to hop back in my hamster wheel is like such a blessing. So I love this program. And if you are a woman thinking about maybe you need to change up the way that you're doing something, this is a change compared to the typical if it fits your macros, or counting your carbs, or just any of that stuff out there. This is different, and it may seem scary, but what it's done is it's eliminated all fear when it comes to food and working out with me. So I can't thank Brandon enough. Thank you so much for introducing Prime to me. It's been so awesome for me as a mom, fitness instructor, fitness and nutrition coach. I've been able to help people in a different way because I feel better. So thank you, and I can't wait to see more results that will keep happening in my body. So far, the biggest results have been more muscle definition in my upper body and my core just slimming out. And so I just feel like I have more dimension to my body. And more than anything, I feel good. So that's my take on Prime.